Mel Coley, an interstate drug dealer, flew to Phoenix with two men known as Dee and Eric. There they met Coley's Arizona middleman, Malcolm Scott. Supplier Bill Varnes and his two associates joined this group at Scott's trailer, where they unloaded a large amount of marijuana. All this activity stirred up a great cloud of suspicion that devolved into gunshots. Scott discovered Varnes and his colleagues dead in and behind the trailer, shot and bludgeoned. Dee allegedly confessed to shooting Varnes. Scott helped Eric and Dee drive the bodies out to the desert and burned them in their car. Coley, Eric, and Dee headed out of town. Scott cleaned up the trailer. Then he went to the police. The case, State versus Chapple, turned on the question of who was Dee. Dolan Chapple entered this story more than a year after the crime, when Scott picked a photograph of him out of a police lineup and identified him as Dee. No other direct or circumstantial evidence connected Chapple to the crime, and witnesses at Chapple's murder trial testified that Chapple had been in Illinois when the crime occurred. Chapple claimed that Scott had mistakenly identified him, offering expert testimony from a psychology professor on the reliability of identification evidence. The court suppressed this testimony on the ground that it had little probative value and was unfairly prejudicial. As part of its case, the state displayed several color photographs of the charred bodies and skulls of the murder victims. Chapple was convicted. Chapple appealed to the Arizona Supreme Court, arguing that the trial court shouldn't have admitted gruesome photographs of the victims because they were inflammatory, and it should have admitted the expert testimony.